Hello, gentlemen and ladies. You're live. So I'm live. Morning, everybody. It's nice meeting with you. Wow. Ooh, that's great. These are my people. Yeah. Can you hear me? Please, you can hear me indicate. Can you hear me? Please say yes if you are hearing me. I need to know you are hearing me. Oh, thank you. Can you hear me, please? I want to be sure someone is hearing me. Oh, that's fine. Ndewo, Chukwu gọzie gị. Faith, Ndewo, Olayinka Yemisi, I appreciate you are coming on. How about, oh yeah, I still have Faith here and Olayinka Yemisi. I'm still expecting others to join up. It's a pleasure meeting with you. I don't know. I can't see your faces. I don't know. I think this app is not allowing that. I don't know if there's any way I can see your faces. I don't know. I hope I can do that. I don't know. I do think I can see your faces. If not, we're going to use another app next time that is more advanced than this so that I can see you as I speak to you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for coming on board. Chukwu gọzie gị, daalụ. Ndewo. Faith, it's a pleasure meeting you. We wait till 1 o'clock before we start fully so that others can join up. But I'm glad to see you, early birds, Faith, and Olayinka. It's a pleasure meeting with you. Daalụ. Ezi nwanyị. Olayinka, can you share with me why you are interested in learning Igbo language? Before we start, this is a preamble. Are you, do you have Igbo parents or you just pick interest in learning Igbo language? Let me just know in the comment section. Oh, Enugu is fine. Enugu is fine, but as long as I've been there, I am in Lagos. I'm based in Lagos. But my parents and everybody is at Enugu, but I work in Lagos. Yeah, so Lagos, Enugu, I believe from the report I got, everything is working out fine there. There's no problem. I do hope I can see somebody's face on this particular platform. I do hope so. But it appears it's not part of this. If I enable flash, okay. Okay. Oh, Jen. Oh, thank you for coming on. Jen, you are welcome. There, whoa, Jen. Funny, most times. Okay, I'm back online. Very wonderful woman. We have her here. I don't know if you're hearing me. Yeah, I am also married to a Yoruba woman. Yeah. So I'm married to a Yoruba woman by name Abosede. She's from Oyo State, Ileru, precisely Ileru, Akajola local government in Oyo State. That's where my wife comes from. So I love Yoruba people, they are lovely people. Only politicians who want to divide us. We love each other. So like appreciate. So I see I have three. Okay, one person more have joined. I have Faith, Laika, who is here? Jen O. I see only. Am I missing any name here? Okay, I don't know if I'm missing any name, but I have Jen O. Jen O is two names here. Jen O, Jen O. Is it the same person? Okay, okay. So you're welcome on board. Maybe we wait a little bit, like 5 minutes time, before I fully pick up our discussion. So Inka, appreciate you coming on board. God bless you. That's God bless you. Please, I'll be combining English and Igbo in our discussion so that it will help us to appreciate the language. And if you have any questions or if I say anything you don't understand, you call my attention to it in the comment section so that I will respond accordingly. So that is the way it goes. Okay. Okay. Okay, you work for your sister. She's into clothing business. I travel to Onisha every weekend. That's great. Understand few Igbo words, but not a lot of understanding like I have acquired by learning from you. Whoa! Happy to hear that you have improved your Igbo by learning from me. I feel so happy about that. I'm glad that I've added to your Igbo proficiency. Glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. I hope to do more. I hope to put more effort. I hope to put more effort. Please, I would like us to, indicate where we are, joining from. I mean, the part of the world where we are joining from. I would like us to indicate that in the comment section. Please let me know the part of the world where you are joining us from. That's very important to us. Where are you joining us from? Nigeria, US, UK, Canada, Australia, anywhere you are, please. And let's feel free to, interact. Okay. Great. Yes, of course, it's not a crime to understand more than language. Okay, Jen O is from US. Lainka is joining from Austria. That's great. I'm waiting for Faith. Okay, Faith watching from Virginia, USA. That's great. Yeah, I want to know where we are speaking us from. That's where I'm speaking from. So you are welcome. Well, we don't want. I think the hour is already here. So I need to move on straight to discussions. Why others join us? Because 1 hour to run here. So I'm going to start right away. Now we've done first part of our discussion, which is self-introduction. The 4 people I have here have introduced themselves. I have Olaika from Austria, Jane O from US, Faith from Virginia, USA. The 3 names I have here, basically, hoping that others will join up. So they will know you are all welcome. I start by giving us a brief history of Igbo tribe. Igbo tribe is one of the major tribes in Nigeria. In Nigeria, we have three major tribes, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, but there are hundreds of other tribes which are minor tribes. 5 states out of Southeast speak Igbo language predominantly, which is Enugu, Anambra, Imo, Abia, and Ebonyi State. These 3 states are predominantly Igbo-speaking people, and they make up the southeastern part of Nigeria. There are so many stories that are told about Igbo people, where we migrated from, and this and that, but that is not important to us, because as it were, everybody migrated from one place or the other before we settled where we are today. We are all migrants. Those of you who are in Austria or US, wherever, you have been there for years. Maybe you're already a citizen of the US, so it doesn't really make any difference. So one thing about the Igbo people is that we are scattered all over the world. And by that, we always adapt to the environment to find ourselves. We are so flexible that we can adapt to any environment, take up their culture and their languages. So that is one thing about Igbo people. We are enterprising people, always very good in doing business and things like that. Though we are also good in every aspect of life, education, wherever you call an Igbo person, they will answer you. So we are good in virtually every aspect of life. But we are known for our business acumen. That is Igbo person for you. But with this nature of Igbo person, always wanting to move and then go to a greener pasture, we tend to have challenge speaking our language when we go out. By the way, let me also say this. It is not that Igbo people wanted to go out of their own, natural or native states or place of origin. It's not actually their intention to leave. But I need to tell you this. The movement of Igbo people out of Igbo land originates from the aftermath of the Civil War. Although before the Civil War, Igbo people have been moving, doing business. One of the richest person in Nigeria before the Civil War is an Igbo person. That is the parent or the father of Ikemba Ojukwu, the Biafran warlord. His father was the richest man in Africa. That is Louis Ojukwu, before the war. So, and he's based in Lagos. And that is why those who say we are strangers in Lagos today, we laugh, because we are founding fathers of Lagos. We built Lagos together. So Igbos have been moving out and joining other people wherever they find themselves. But with the Civil War comes the challenge of survival. So that belongs to Igbo people, both at home and out of Igbo land, were destroyed during the Civil War. The money in the bank were all seized, and they were given $20, no matter what you have in the bank, 20 pounds rather, no matter what you have in the bank. They were spending pounds sterling because we were colonized by Britain. So Igbo people were left with nothing, and there is survival challenge staring us at the face, and everybody need to find a way to survive. And that led to the exodus of Igbo people out of Igbo land. We are scattered over the world looking for means of survival. But today, glory be to God that we are moving forward. Please, a minute. Please, I'm busy. I'm busy. Glory be to God today that we are moving forward. We have recovered substantially, and we are competing with any other tribe in Nigeria and any other citizen of any part of the world. We are competing favorably. Mary Jane Alice from Austria, we welcome you. We appreciate your coming in. And Ibukun Olayinka, you are welcome. Please indicate where you are joining us from. Ibukun Olayinka, want to know where you are joining us from. Please, very important to us. So now, indicate where you are joining us from. I'm speaking about Igbo people. Now, so with that came the scattering of Igbo people all around the world looking for means of survival. And today, we can compete favorably with any other person. We've recovered substantially. But with this came the challenge of language. Because we are mixed up with everybody all around, we tend to lose our language because we want to identify with our host. So we easily pick up other languages to be accepted and to be, integrated with our host communities. So we are quick to learn other languages to the point that we are forgetting our own language. That is one part of it. The other part of it is that, okay, Ibuku is joining us from UAE, United Arab Emirates. Ibuku, you are welcome there. So the other aspect of the challenge we have with Igbo language is that the Civil War came with a stigma against the Igbo people, that they are bad people, they are stubborn people, they cannot be controlled, they are not accepted in Nigeria as full citizens, even though they declare that the Civil War is no victor, no vanquish, but they still maintain it in their mind that we are defeated in the war. So there is a stigma around Igbo person. So with this, identifying yourself as Igbo person sometimes becomes a problem. Speaking the Igbo language outside their domain becomes a problem. So we are quick to adapt other languages to be accepted. And that led to the almost near extinction of Igbo language, to the point that even some Igbo parents, husband and wife are Igbo, these days don't even speak Igbo language to their children. You find out that their children can't speak Igbo, and they will ask them why. No cogent reason given. The father and mother are speaking English or Yoruba or Hausa or any other language or any other thing to their children, or French in their own house, because of the quest for acceptability. But we cannot continue this way. We have to learn and speak our language. That is our identity. And that takes me to the next point. Why should we learn? Is a very important tool of identity, and language is language today. That these why we have to learn Igbo language is to reconnect with our people, reconnect with our, ancient people and our own tribe. And they have a sense of identity because language is a form of identity. That's another reason we have to learn Igbo language. Another reason we have to learn Igbo language, by all means, is that we have intertribal marriages. Like myself, I'm married to a Yoruba woman, just like many other people. So we have the challenge. If we do not teach our children this language and speak it, we end up having children that won't be able to integrate with our people. Though we are settled here and there all around the world, but at the end of the day, we'll still have a time to go back home or to meet our people or to say, I am Igbo person. Imagine my children bearing Igbo names, but they can't speak Igbo language. That's a big tragedy. The last time I traveled home with my children, they found it difficult to mingle with the children at home. They can't relate very well, they can't speak very well because it's difficult for me to speak Igbo every time at home because my wife don't understand also. So we have to I'm forced to speak English most times. But that said, we need to take up that challenge. Another reason why we have to learn Igbo language now is that Igbo people are business people. And if you want to have an edge in dealing with them in business field, you have to learn their language. So we need to be involved. We need to learn at least a very good level in Igbo language speaking so they can interact with them. Imagine coming to an Igbo man's shop and speaking Igbo language. I'm sure he's going to give you a discount. The way it will receive you will be different from other people. So it's important that we learn Igbo language for commerce and for other interactions. So these are basic reasons why we have to learn Igbo language. Okay, this is Stamputi from Ireland. You are welcome. Dewo. We welcome you so much. So, okay, your fiancé is Igbo man from Enugu. That is Ibukun Olayinka. Wow, that's what I'm talking about. We have intertribal marriages. So we have to learn this language to be able to associate with our people. Imagine Ibukun Olayinka traveling home to meet our people at home and they cannot interact with them. They will isolate you. You look like a stranger in your own domain. Meanwhile, you're a full Igbo woman with Igbo surname. You should be able to interact with people. And when you're able to speak the language, it gives you acceptability, it gives you access, it gives you a kind of joy and peace around you. In fact, it also takes away this suspicion that I don't know what they are saying. Maybe they are speaking against me. That's what I told my wife first. I said, if you don't speak my language, when we travel home, don't ask me what they are talking about. Whether they are talking about you, I won't answer you. But when you know the language, you will be relaxed. You won't be anxious to know what they are saying because you understand what they are saying. It's not as if two people are talking, maybe your husband and your mother is talking, you say, maybe they are gossiping me or they are condemning me or whatever. So you have to be abreast of this language so that you can feel at home wherever you find yourself. So I undertook to teach language because of these basic reasons, starting from my own family. I had this problem in my own family. Okay, Stamputi said, do you know how to get over feeling embarrassed about speaking Igbo as someone who is learning the Igbo language? Yes, I know how to get over that. You will be embarrassed. I'm talking to Stamputi now. You will definitely be embarrassed when you start speaking Igbo language. But let me ask you this question. The first time you went to school, to start nursery school or primary school or any school of that matter, the first time you why can't you speak? But the important thing is that you are forced to speak it or learn it because you need it. Why do you think they are mocking you? Why do you think they are laughing at you? who are mocking you today will come back tomorrow and say, I was so ashamed of myself and discouraged that I stopped uploading and I abandoned YouTube from 2019, 2020, 2023, or 2022, 19, 20, 21, 22. Toward the end of 2022, after 3 years, I stumbled on other materials and learned more how to edit video, how to prepare videos, and I returned back to my channel. What we have achieved so far, it was achieved within 1 year and few months in YouTube. But remember, I abandoned YouTube for 3 years because I felt I couldn't do it. It's too hard. I don't know what to do. Nobody's watching my video. Nobody cares about me. But today, I've broken that barrier because I did not stop. I did not give up. I came back even when nobody gave me any chance. So nobody will give you a chance. Nobody will accept what you are doing, but it is up to you to know whether you need this language desperately. They will laugh at you at the beginning, but when you don't give up, very soon, means mouth. Onu is mouth. Onu kurunjo. Under my video, sometimes it's interesting, it's good, don't give up, we're learning from you, I appreciate you, I laugh within me. This is the same me that couldn't do a good video in 2019. This is the same me that abandoned YouTube because I felt I can't do it. I felt nobody cared about me, nobody can watch my video. I left in 2019, practically discouraged and disappointed. But when I learned other skills and came back in 2022, the channel picked up, and today you are appreciating what I am doing because I didn't give up. So I'm talking to you, stamp putting, that you should ignore their mocking and laughing and move on. Very soon, they will come back and say you are a winner. And I can assure you, you are going to win if you don't give up. The only problem with you is if you don't give up. So, jisike, that I will say, keep it in Igbo language. Jisike, jisike, keep it up. Jisike, that I will say it in Igbo language. So don't give up, just continue moving up. Chukwu goziegi. I believe I've answered your question, Stampiti. I'm glad to come back. Okay. Faith Fubara, left at the point, is back. Thank you. They will know. So I believe I've answered your question, Stamputi. I believe so. If I've done so, to Goziegi. So let's talk about our journey so far in this YouTube channel. I've just started the story about how I started initially, how I did some videos and nobody watched them, and I left disappointed in 2019. After 3 years, I gained some skill and came back in 2022 to continue the journey. And today, after 1 year, we're telling good stories, and most of you are appreciating the little effort we are making. You have reported improvement, you've reported progress in your Igbo language learning, and I'm satisfied and happy about that. But the actual motivation for me to go to this YouTube teaching is my family, my wife and children, because I'm married to a Yoruba person. My children can't speak the language. We are both working. We don't have time to talk at home. The little time we have, we are in the haze, we speak English and walk away. So I decided to do these videos first to let my children watch it when I'm not around, and then upload it in YouTube channel so that other people too can benefit. So this channel is dedicated to my family, basically. But I thank God that many people from all around the world are benefiting from this. So thank you. That's our journey so far. And we are going forward. We believe that we will meet and actually surpass whatever we've set before us as a goal. So what is the next goal we have? Our next goal and plan is to reduce all our lessons to e-books so that you can have access to them and use them as revision kits for yourselves. It's not only about watching the videos. We want to have you have those materials in booklets, in form of ebook. Like Faith has said, she will prefer ebooks than any other one, than physical one. So that is the next thing we are planning to do, to have our lesson notes in ebooks and then circulate them around for a little token so that we can all have it with ourselves for revision purposes. So let me know if this idea is good, if you will buy into it, if you think it's worth doing, or we should just forget about it and continue only with the video. Remember, the goal is to satisfy you and help you to grow and learn and become proficient in Igbo language. So let me know if you think this is a good idea and if this can be of help to the community, to all of us. So let me see that in the comment section. Let me know whether we are in agreement with that. That's our next plan. So now, while I wait for your response concerning our plan to produce our lesson notes in booklets, ebooks, while I wait your answer to that, I want to have a feedback from you directly as to what you think we are doing, whether you think we are doing them right, or think we should do better, areas you think we should improve. So I want to hear from you now. Olayinka has answered that ebooks won't be bad. Thank you for that. I'm expecting a reply from others. Should we produce our lesson notes in ebooks? If we do that, will you patronize us to get them for a token as a way of supporting us and then learning more? I've had reply from Olayinka. I'm waiting for others to give me a feedback. Will you want us to get the ebooks done? And will you buy them? And at what price do you think we should really do them? Because getting money from you is not our goal. It's all about serving you. So it's not about making money. It's about serving you. So first is, do you think it's a good idea to reduce our lesson notes into ebooks and let you have them for a fee? And what do you think would be the appropriate amount you should take for ebook of a sizable quantity or volume? So I've had one reply from Olayinka. I'm waiting for others to give me their response on that. Also, so I'm waiting from Gen O. I've not heard from Stam Puti. I've not heard from Faith Bara on the idea. Although Faith has told me earlier that he will like the idea of ebooks, she will prefer that. But still, I need to have it recorded here that we need to have our ebooks to, be a kind of backup to our lessons, to work on them. Remember, that is one aspect of the thing I talked about. I talked about your feedback, the things we need to, you think we should do better. Do. What do you think we are doing well? Do you think what we are doing so far satisfies you? ana m eche unu. Yeah. A very good idea. That's a very good idea. What do you mean by lesson notes? Online back. Yeah, somebody say doesn't know what I mean by lesson notes. I need to explain. Lesson note is these videos you are watching, all the videos we are uploading into our channel, they have script. They have, before we redo them to convert them to video, they are written down. They are written down and typed out on the system before we convert them to videos, most of them. So the wordings you are seeing, everything you are seeing that we're displaying and explaining, they are written out. So converting them means to change those things. You have the video already, but to convert those things to book in form of electronic books where which can be downloaded in form of book. We call it ebook. You download them and you can flip through them and read on your own. Just like as you are watching the video, you can also look at those books to compare what you are watching and maybe possibly how to pronounce them. The one you don't understand, you can also go to the video and check again. But it serves like a backup for you where you can always refer to and then read. So ebook is basically books that are in electronic form, not physical book in your hand, but you can download it online and it will be in your computer. You can always refer to it anytime you want. That is that's the question of who asked that question. What do you mean by lesson notes? That is Jen O. So Jen, I don't know whether this answer is satisfies your request. I don't know. I don't know whether Jen understands my answer and whether that satisfies him or her. Please, Jen, let me know if you understand my answer to your question. Let me know if you understand my answer. Then Stan Putti said, I'm not sure. I don't think I will be able a token that anyone can afford. If you can afford to buy data for your phone, you can afford to buy it because what is the price you think may be affordable that if it is at this price, I can try buying one? And this question is going to Stamputi. Can you guess how much do you think that if it is placed at, you can $2 or whatever? What do you think? Or $5? What can you really afford? I'm talking to she says she may not be able to buy, but I want to know what can you be able to buy? But I'm sure you are spending more money than that. You spend more than $2 in some occasions, or $5 or thereabout, or $1. You can spend more than that. So, Sam Putti, let me know why you cannot buy an ebook of $1, $1 or $2 or $5. I'm sure you are not as poor as that. Sorry, I don't mean to embarrass you. But I'm sure maybe you are thinking it's going to be a very big money that you are going to look for to be able to buy. So now I hope you will give me a feedback because you say that you don't think you'll be able to buy. That's why I'm telling you that you will be able, because it's going to be a very ridiculous amount of money. Start putting out said, that's really good. That's really good. Oh, I'm young still. Oh, Start putting. Let me know how old you are. I don't mind giving you free copy when it's out. I need to. You need to. When it's out, I will let everybody know. People like you, if you are a minor, you are qualified to have your own free of charge. You don't need to pay any money if you're a minor. So don't worry about that. But just let me know how old you are. I will be able to know whether you are qualified for free copy or not. You say you are a minor, yeah. So I'm waiting to hear that. Okay, 16 years. Try my headset to learn Igbo. Oh, yeah. 16 years. So now, stamp putting, guaranteed. Once the book is out, you will have your free version. You're going to have free download. I'm going to make sure you have, even I'll send you your email address. If you have one, you're going to have your copies free without any payment. At least to appreciate your efforts, appreciate your commitment to learn Igbo language. The goal is not to get money from anybody, really. I have undertaken to teach people online before. In fact, I had a student from US that I was teaching online free of charge before, every week. And then at a point, she said, no, she can't be taking this lesson free. She wants to pay me. I said, it's at your own risk. If you want to pay, I will accept your money. But for me, I'm not after anybody's money. I want to render service to people. She said she must pay. And then I say, okay, if you want to pay, how much do you want to pay? And the lady said, this is the amount she'll be paying me every week by herself. And I said, okay, fine. You can go ahead and pay. In fact, the lady was paying me, he started paying me $40 every week. $40. No, not $40, $10. I'm sorry about that. $10 every week because I have lesson once a week, about 2 hours or so. So she began paying me $10 every week, which is $40. In fact, the first day I cashed the money, she asked me to take a video of the money and let her be sure I got the money from Nigeria. And when I did, she said that was the happiest day of her life to see that she is able to reward me for my effort. From $40, which is $10 every week, she said she's going to round it up to $50 every month. She paid me $50 every month for 1 year. $50 every month for 1 year. The lady is in Nigeria now, She confessed that when she came to Nigeria, she was able to relate with her people through my effort. That is how much you can go to help. So it's not about money. It's not about money. We're not after getting money or extorting money from anybody. Somebody, Lizzie asks, Lizzie, you are welcome. It's like I've not seen you. You are just entering now. Lizzie say, how long will someone who is serious learner learn Igbo language? The word, I'm asking Lizzie's question now. The word is serious learner. How serious are you? That is number one. If you are a serious learner, it means you commit some hours or even at least 1 hour every day or 30 minutes every day to listen to videos, watch videos, and then take notes, and then practice whatever you learn each day. Because each day you must set a goal to learn at least one word or one phrase every day. And we have a lot of videos in our channel that can help you do that. We have a video that has 100 two-letter word, two word phrases, 100 of them for beginners. Is in our homepage. You can check them out. Give yourself a challenge. If you can learn 100 short phrases, 100 of them within 1 month, you can do that. And if you can learn that within 1 month, I tell you, you are already fluent in speaking Igbo. If you can gather 2-word phrases, 100 of them within 1 month, you are already going far. And then you take up the other aspects of other lessons we have, numbers, other phrases for kitchen conversation, for home conversation, for this and that, for market conversation. We have all of them there. But if you commit 1 hour every day or 30 minutes every day to learning one new thing, one new word, one new phrase every day, within 1 month, you will be speaking Igbo language. And if you do it for 6 months, you'll be very fluent. The problem we have with learning Igbo language is that we do it off and on thing. Whenever we like or have chance, we just come on and just watch one video, walk away, and they will think we are learning. The danger is this: if you are not consistent, the ones you have learned before, by the time you return back, you will forget most of them. But when you are consistent, you are building on the one you have learned each day. You learn this one today, practice it the following day, learn another one, you are building it. That's how they build house. You just have to add blocks today. But if you are not consistent, the one you learn today and you go off for 2 weeks or 2 days, you come back again, that one you learn today have left your brain because you don't practice it. Practice makes perfect. So you have to keep learning, set a goal for yourself, keep adding new vocabulary, new word, new phrases every day. Even if it's 30 minutes, just pick one, have your notes, write it down, learn how to pronounce it. And when you do that, you go out there and try saying it to somebody. They will laugh at you when you begin. Just like Stamputi said, they will mock you, they will laugh, they will jeer at you, but don't give up. Say it to somebody. Just mention what you have learned today to somebody. The person will laugh. If that person is an Igbo speaking person, he will correct you. If he's not, he wouldn't even know what you said. You are the one to tell him this is what I said. So why do you worry about that? So you practice that with anybody around you. Your mommy, your daddy, your friend, anybody around in school or anywhere on the road. Say it out to somebody. And the person says, I don't know what I say. He says, that is Igbo language. This is what it means. By practicing what you learn each day, you are letting it sink into your subconscious mind. You are letting it register in your brain properly. Because if you don't practice it, there's no way you're going to master it. So it is called practice makes perfect. Now, Olayinka, I believe Liz Yomon, I have tried to answer your question. Please let me know if my answer satisfies you. So if there's no time fixed for it, it depends on the learner. It depends on how committed you are to learn. It depends on how strategic you are. It depends on the program you set out for yourself. So it is not about time, or whether it's 6 months. You can learn Igbo language for 10 years without learning it. If you are inconsistent, if you are not taking it serious, if you are not committed, you don't have a plan, there is no way you will learn it. Even if you learn for 1 year or 2 years or 10 years, because you are not there. Imagine somebody going to university and they do 1 semester or 1 lecture and they walk away and come back after 2 weeks for another lecture. How will he pass or how will he graduate? It takes consistency to be able to overcome and learn new things. So, Lizzie, let me know if I've answered your question here. Olayinka, ABC 100 short phrases is already known up to 50 within a week. You can see what I'm talking about. That Olayinka ABC have learned those 100 short phrases, 2-word phrases I talked about. That is 100. The video is there in our channel. That she has learned 50 within a week out of the 100. Tell me why she will not be able to speak Igbo language within a short time. Because she's committed. She has a goal. She's pushing it. And she has a target. So it depends on you. It's not somebody giving you time to learn Igbo language. You are the one to determine how long you want to learn or perfect Igbo language. Stamputi said, I also found that casually listening to people speak Igbo, that is movie and music, help you hear Igbo well. Very correct. Expose yourself to those who are speaking it, either in movie, in music, or in any other part, anywhere you can hear it. Just listen. Just try to know if you can understand what they are saying. Just try to respond. That's the only way. Practice makes perfect. You have to keep hearing it every day. Now, let me ask you, How did our children learn languages when they were born? When they were born without any language. They started growing without knowing any language. How did they learn? Parents keep saying it to their ears every day, keep mentioning it to their ear. Before you know it, they start saying mama, they start saying come, they start saying this. Any language you speak to a child consistently when the child was born is the language the child will speak, whether French or German or English or Igbo or anything. No child is born with any language. It is the language the parents keep drumming to the child's ear that the child will hear. That's why many Igbo people cannot speak Igbo language. Connect back. So I believe I've answered Lizzie's question on this. No